When it comes to comfort food, few things are as universally adored as the classic burger. Juicy, savory, and piled high, with mouth-watering toppings, burgers have long held a special place in our hearts and on our plates. Yet beneath their tasty exterior, many of the most popular burgers conceal a dark secret. They're loaded with ingredients and nutritional pitfalls that can wreak havoc on our health. Today, we're diving deep into a heartbreaking countdown of the most despicably unhealthy burgers, from the least bad to the absolute worst of all. As we journey through this list, one thing becomes clear. Sometimes, what we love most can be the very thing that's most dangerous. And when we reach number 1, it's hard not to feel a pang of disappointment, because who doesn't love the worst of all burgers? Let's take a sobering look at these infamous burgers, starting from the 10th spot and counting down to the grand finale. At number 10, we have the Charburger. On the surface, it might seem like a relatively innocent choice. After all, it's made from pure beef, which many consider a mark of quality. But don't let its simplicity fool you. The Charburger packs a significant punch of sodium, an ingredient that, when consumed in excess, can silently contribute to high blood pressure and a host of cardiovascular problems. It's a classic case of something seemingly wholesome hiding a less than wholesome secret. So, while the Charburger sits at the bottom of our list, it's a reminder that even simple burgers can be a health risk if enjoyed too often. Moving up to number 9, the Rodeo Burger makes its appearance. This burger is notorious for its sky-high sodium levels and a notable fat content. The combination of these two nutritional offenders can spell trouble for anyone concerned about heart health. Sodium overload is a leading culprit in raising blood pressure, and saturated fat can clog arteries over time. The Rodeo Burger might tempt you with its bold flavors, but it's a rodeo your body might wish you'd skip. At number 8, we meet the Shackba Burger. This substantial burger is a favorite among fans of cheeseburgers, offering ample cheese and a generous serving of beef. But with its rich calorie count and saturated fats, it poses a significant risk to heart health. The cheese, while delicious, adds a layer of fat that pushes the Shackburger firmly into the unhealthy territory. It's a mean and large baddie, quite fatty and indulgent, even if the meat itself isn't the worst offender on the list. The 7th spot belongs to the Whopper from Burger King. A true fast food icon, the Whopper clocks in at around 600 calories, even before you add fries or other sides. That's a hefty number for a single meal, especially when you consider the burger's high fat and sodium content. The Whopper's popularity is undeniable, but its nutritional profile is far from impressive. It's proof that sometimes the biggest names in the business are also some of the least healthy choices you can make. Number 6 brings us the Route 66 from Johnny Rockets. This burger is a behemoth, a very large, heavily processed meal that's loaded with fat. Its processed ingredients may contain additives that are potentially harmful to your health. Eating the Route 66 is almost like taking on a man of war against your well-being. It's a burger designed for indulgence, not for moderation, and it's easy to see how it ended up so high on our list. Now, at number 5, we have the McDouble. It may not seem as extreme as some of the others, but make no mistake, the McDouble is packed with very unhealthy fats and sodium. The salt content in particular is alarmingly high, contributing to a slew of health concerns over time. Loaded with processed cheese and beef, the McDouble is a classic example of convenience trumping nutrition. While it's not the absolute worst, it's still a burger you do well to enjoy sparingly. Taking the fourth spot is Fatburger's Bacon Cheddar Hamburger. This burger is a triple threat. Not only is the meat highly processed, but it may also contain ammonia and other dubious additives like pink slime. Add in a generous helping of bacon and cheddar cheese, and you've got a burger that's as fatty as it is questionable. The combination of processed ingredients and high fat content makes this burger a particularly poor choice for anyone concerned about their health. The third place goes to Wendy's Jr. Burger Deluxe. On paper, it might seem modest, but one of these burgers contains about 800 milligrams of sodium and nearly 900 calories, nearly half the recommended daily intake for many adults. The fat content is substantial, though not the highest on our list, and the sodium is enough to make any nutritionist cringe. It's a burger with a deceptively unhealthy profile, hiding its dangers behind a relatively small size. Runner-up, and nearly the worst of all, is the Checkers Big Buford Hamburger. This burger is a true monster, loaded with fatty cheeses and a slew of unhealthy toppings. Its enormous size means you're consuming a whopping 770 calories, 57 grams of fat, and 1,730 milligrams of sodium in a single sitting. The saturated fat is dangerously high, and the sodium level alone is enough to send your blood pressure soaring. While it's not quite as harmful as our final burger, the Big Buford stands as a warning against oversized, indulgent meals. And now we arrive at number 1, the Big Mac. The Big Mac isn't just a burger, it's the very icon of junk food. Universally beloved, incredibly popular, and instantly recognizable, the Big Mac is also the worst offender on our list. It's the highest in fat and calories, with processed ingredients lurking behind the scenes. The sodium content is off the charts, and it contains alarmingly high amounts of saturated fat. But what truly sets the Big Mac apart is its use of ammonia-treated meat, a controversial practice intended to kill bacteria, but raising questions about long-term health effects. And then there's the cheese. The Big Mac can contain massive loads of fatty cheese, which is dangerous for human health and life even on its own. This burger, presented as the big surprise on our list, is a heartbreaking reminder that the things we love most can be the biggest threats to our well-being. It's hard to deny the allure of the Big Mac, but it's even harder to ignore the health risks it carries with every delicious bite. Who can resist the worst of all burgers? In the end, this list serves as a wake-up call, a sobering reminder that our favorite comfort foods can come with a hefty price. From sodium overload to fat, from processed ingredients to controversial additives, these burgers represent the darker side of indulgence. While no one can deny the joy of biting into a juicy, cheesy burger, it's worth considering the impact these choices can have on our health. So next time you find yourself craving one of these infamous burgers, remember, love and heartbreak often go hand in hand, especially when it comes to the foods we cherish most.